So again, we wish you happy Eid, and we have some messages for you. This one is coming from our correspondent in the Upper West region, Rafiq Salam, and this one goes to you specifically. He says his little princess, or no, not little. It says, my lovely princess Shahida Seidu Brahima, today is your birthday, and also happy Eid as well, and that's from Rafiq Salam. But just in case you don't know, we have a couple of interactions we have to do on social media, and so we'll go on to Facebook and try and see whether we can have some thorough understanding of what really the issues are on Facebook. And we know that the Black Stars also will be taking on their Congolese counterparts in a 2018 World Cup qualifier will be taking place later in the afternoon of today. Qualification looks bleak for Ghana, but following a 1-0 win in Kampala by the Ugandans, the craze of Ugandan over the Pharaohs of Egypt, it's open wide the group. But it still means that we have to win all the matches and hope that Uganda faffs or maybe draw some against Egypt when they get to Cairo or Alexandria. That's where the match will be played. So it's what really is taking place on social media, and the news is about the Black Stars, etc. So we have a lot more to talk about. But we're going to have Benedict also getting ready for us, and we hope that he's ready. Benedict, good morning to you. Are you ready? Benedict?
Yes, good morning, Roland. I'm ready for you. I hope you're good.
Yes, I am. Now, can you really tell us what has been happening as far as what the atmosphere is, what the preparations are of the team for today's match that will be taking place later this afternoon?
Well, in terms of preparations, everything is fine. Yesterday, the team held their last training session at this very stadium. We are at the Barbara Stadium. This is where the match is going to take place later today. And yesterday, they held their last training session with all the players that were invited. Lumo Agbenyeno was the last player to join the team yesterday. So he was initially supposed to join Nice, but the move did not materialize. So he joined the team here yesterday at the Barbara Stadium to train. Asamoah led the other players to train under the supervision of coach Kwesi Appiah. And you could see that the fans came here in their numbers to support the team. And the interesting thing was that the team trained after the game involving Uganda and Egypt. And obviously, with that scoreline that came through, because if Egypt had won, it would have been very difficult for the Black Stars to even think of, getting to the World Cup, that's 2018 in Russia. But just when Uganda won that game, and people got to know that the team were training here at the stadium, they all came with, drums, and those that came just to watch the team came to the stadium, and those that came to sing, to cheer the boys up ahead of tomorrow's game also came here. And it was amazing. It was very interesting in the stadium, and the players loved everything that went on at the stadium. I mean, we had the opportunity to speak to some officials of the team. Ibrahim Sanidara, spokesperson of the Football Association, and here in the Ashanti region, the Regional Football Association chairman, Osei Tutu, as well as Alex Sakume, who is vice chairman of the Ghana League Clubs Association. They were all excited and were all happy that Uganda were able to beat Egypt to open up the group. If Egypt had won that game in Kampala yesterday, it would have been 9 points for Egypt and the Black Stars with a point, and also Uganda with just 4 points. And that would have been very difficult, especially for Ghana, to stand any chance of making it to the World Cup in Russia. But by virtue of that victory, and with the group, Uganda now leading the group with 7 points and Egypt with 6 points. And if Ghana today is able to beat Congo, it means Ghana will move to 4 points, and now we know we have 3 more matches to play, and now Ghana would have to travel to Congo. That's God willing this very Sunday for the game against Congo on Tuesday, and Egypt will also host Uganda in Alexandria. That's going to happen on Tuesday. So looking at the dynamics and the permutations, if the Black Stars are able to win today and also go to Congo and win, hopefully, even if Egypt are going to win their game against Uganda, the group will still be open, and then Ghana would have to go to Uganda and win in Kampala. And the last game that they will play against Egypt here in Ghana, if they're able to win, then it means the Black Stars will qualify. And also, ahead of even the Uganda-Egypt game, there's this pastor who is based in Sweden. His name is Frimpong, and he noted clearly, or he prophesied, that Uganda were going to beat Egypt by a 1-0 in Kampala, and that Ghana also were going to win this afternoon's game by 2-0. So we'll wait to see how that will pan out as well. But that's the dynamics I've given you, and the preparations, everything is going on. The only worry is that, or two worries that we have in camp, is that John Boy picked up an injury, so he has returned to his club in Turkey to undergo further tests on the injury, and it doesn't look like Harris Nafford will also be in good shape to start this afternoon's game. But Coach Kusiapia believes he's called so many players that are capable to play, and that even if these players are not going to be around, he still will have a solid team to face to face Congo this afternoon in Kumasi.
If we fail to win, that is, if we draw or we lose, what does it mean? It means that altogether we have to forget it.
Obviously, that's it. Asamoah, Andrea, they've been very, very real when it comes to our campaign, in terms of our qualification campaign this time around. This is the very first time in about the 3 World Cups that we've been to, we are really struggling, or we find ourselves in this very uncomfortable position. For Andrea, 2 days ago, he noted that even if we're able to win our game against Congo, and results in a game involving Uganda and Egypt does not favor us, we should forget, because now it's not in our hands. Our qualification lies in the hands of those teams, that's Uganda and Egypt. In as much as we try to win all our games, we should also pray that they falter along the line so we can capitalize on that. So we have no other business than to win our this afternoon's game. If we should draw or even lose, then Ghana should forget about making a 4th World Cup appearance. But the win obviously will enhance our chances, and also if we're able to win here and go to Brazzaville, that's on Tuesday, to get a win, then it means we will still be in contention of making the World Cup qualification. So, it's just simple. The players, and they know, the officials, they know, even the fans here in Kumasi, and we all know that if you are not able to get any good result, a good result as in a win, we should forget about making the 2018 World Cup.
What's our history, if we win this match today? What's our history in playing the Ugandans in Kampala?
Well, the thing is, if we're able to win this afternoon's game, we still have one more game before the Ugandan game in Kampala. Now we'd have to go to Congo and play in Brazzaville. And we've played Congo in Brazzaville before. I was there. That was in 2015 in September when we were going for the All-Africa Games. The stadium that was used for the All-Africa Games, the Stade Kentele, a 90,000 capacity stadium. The Congolese team invited Ghana to some sort of open the stadium with a game, with the Black Stars. And I was at the stadium. It was a game that we did not have all our players because of the traveling around Africa. Some of our players could not make it on time to Congo. So what we did was, the Black Meteors team that were going to represent Ghana at the All-Africa Games, there were some players in there, and Coach Avram Grant drafted some of these players into the team. And even in that game, we managed to beat them by 3-2. I remember it was Jordan Ayew in the dying minutes that scored the 3rd goal, which Ghana won by 3-2. So maybe in terms of our performance, with Congo in previous games, you will say that in the last game we were on top and we played very well. So psychologically we are ahead of them. But for Uganda, we also psychologically, I can say we are ahead of them, because the last time we played Uganda was at the Africa Cup of Nations. If you remember, before the Africa Cup of Nations, we had played them in Tamale, which we drew goalless in a very World Cup qualifier, our first game. And also in the Africa Cup of Nations, we defeated them by 1-0. That game was very, very tight for us, but we eventually we managed to win that game. So we obviously have the upper hand over Uganda. The last time we played Uganda in Kampala, we lost by 1-0. That was an Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. So going to Kampala at the Nelson Mandela Stadium will be a very difficult game. But the most important thing is to focus on this afternoon's game, because if you are not able to get a good result, if you are not able to get a win this afternoon, it won't take us anywhere. We will not even, be thinking of that game we are going to play in Kampala if you are not able to get a win. So the most important thing for the players is to get a win this afternoon, win massively, to, send a strong signal to Egypt as well as Uganda that, yes, Ghana is still in contention. Because now even Uganda have the belief that they can make it to the World Cup, because now they are leading the group with 3 matches to go. And for Uganda, if they're able to go to Alexandria and get a draw and also beat Ghana in Kampala. Uganda, mind you, will make a first World Cup appearance. So it's not just about between Ghana and Egypt. And I see people ask me in town, and they're like, well, Egypt lost, so it means, yes, we have a chance of qualifying. Well, you can look at it from that side as well, that if Egypt had won this, it means they would have won 3 out of 3 games, and that takes them to 9 points. And it would have been very difficult for Ghana, although Uganda could have still been in contention, but for Ghana, we'll be out. So the fact that Uganda won does not mean that, how do I put it? It's all good for us to just go through and also qualify for the World Cup. We must also be thinking about Uganda, because Uganda can also shock us and qualify for the World Cup. If they get a good result, as I noted away, it will be very good for them. And if they come to Ghana, get a good result, if they play us in Kampala, get a good result, that means that things definitely are not going to be good for Ghana, and that Uganda can go through. So in as much as we look at Egypt, we should also be thinking about Uganda role.
So it means we drew with Uganda the first time in Ghana?
Yes, we drew with them at Tamale. That was our first game we played in this World Cup qualifier. It was goalless. That was before we traveled to South Africa for that international friendly, and then we prepared for the game against Egypt in Alexandria. Then we went for the Africa Cup of Nations, which were in the same group with Uganda as well as Egypt. And if you remember, after our first 2 matches, our first game was against this Ugandan team, which we won by a goal to 0. Then we went ahead to beat Mali and we qualified. Then our last group game was against Egypt, which we lost by a goal to 0.
We're in trouble. Benedict, we're in trouble. All right, so Benedict, what's the atmosphere like from fans and then also from the various sectional areas beyond the capital of the Ashanti region, Kumasi, and how do they hope to come and patronize the game today?
Well, we had the opportunity to speak to some of the fans yesterday, and it is clear that we'll get a lot of people at the stadium this afternoon. It's a holiday here in Kumasi and here in Ghana. So, I mean, they all see this as a perfect opportunity to take their families out. And especially when yesterday they all watched the game involving Uganda and Egypt, and they saw that Uganda won that game. Now it's giving them some sense of optimism that we can make it to the World Cup. So most of the fans today will come to the stadium. And I expect this is a 40,000 capacity stadium. I expect not less than 35,000 this afternoon. The fans definitely will come in their numbers. It looks like gradually the love is coming back. Previously, when the Black Stars, after the 2014 World Cup, you speak to people on the streets, they are not even interested in speed. Yesterday, I went to the university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, the campus, and I spoke to some of the students there. And everything that they were telling me was about the game. And for the first time that I've been to Kumasi, or probably maybe this is the second time, because in our game against Ethiopia, yes, we had a lot of people coming to the stadium because of the Kusiapia factor. But this time it looks like people still want us to get to the World Cup. And the the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, their students will definitely come. The Katanga guys will come cheer the team up. And also the other guys here, we are privileged. We are not far from the stadium. Our hotel is just like 10 minutes walk from the stadium. And on our way, people were just talking about this game. Everywhere you see that, yes, people are really, really ready to trip to the stadium this afternoon to support the Black Stars. And talk of fans and also people that will be watching this game. I've got with me a big brother here who probably will, if we have time, just will speak to him briefly. Say your name?
Sylvester Aji.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a journalist working for Radio France International.
Oh, okay, so you're here actually to cover the game?
Of course.
So, I mean, you've watched Black Stars, you've watched Congo as well, and you're a journalist. What are the dynamics going into this game?
For today's match, I think Ghana will win, but they have to be very, very careful not to underrate Congolese team, because they are having now a new coach. That coach was assistant to Claude Leroy in Togo. That means he may get some tricks to cause problem for the Black Stars.
It's very, very true you made mention of this, because you look at even the Congo team, 15 of the players that helped Congo to qualify for the CHAN tournament are in this very team. They've been rewarded with call-ups because they defeated the defending champions of the CHAN, that's DR Congo, in a qualifier, which was played some 2 weeks ago. So they have a very solid team.
Of course, they have a solid team, but what I'm saying still is that the Ghana Black Star coach, luckily, is Kwesi Appiah. I think he got necessary strategy to counter the Congolese system.
So what can Ghana learn from Uganda's World Cup qualification? It looks like Uganda have been on top form. Their shape in the qualifiers has been very good. You look at how they started. They came to Ghana, got a draw, and also played host to Uganda at home, Congo, and won. And also yesterday, have won against Egypt. What can Ghana learn?
From their group, the team I fear most is Uganda rather than Egypt. Now that they are leading the Ugandans, I'm sure they may not allow any team to reach them. That means if Ghana have to beat Congo today and next week for the two encounters, they have to be very careful for Uganda, not for Egypt, because for Egypt, I'm sure if they come the Kumasi, Ghana will do everything to beat them. But my question is that how Ghana is going to play their last match, the match against Uganda in Kampala? That's my question.
Obviously, I perfectly agree with you because, I mean, the game that we're going to play in Uganda will be the game that Ghana really must watch out, because if you're able to win this afternoon's game, go to Congo, Brazzaville, and get a good result on Tuesday, then I feel that the match that will take us to the World Cup will be the game against Uganda in Kampala, not the game we'll play with Egypt here. Say Mubarak is also a journalist and is coming to cover this game. Say you've been monitoring the Black Stars since they got to Kumasi. I mean, what are your observations going into this afternoon's game?
Well, I think that definitely is going to be an interesting encounter. And by all standard, if you're looking at what transpired yesterday in Uganda, it has really paved the way for the Black Stars to make amends. And of course, what I know is that Akwesi Appiah will be going into this game very, very serious. The players will need to deliver because of what happened yesterday. All over the world, I think that this was a resource that many thought was shocking. But if you're looking at where the Ugandans are coming from, you will not doubt their credentials of actually moving ahead to win this particular game. And I believe that the Black Stars should take credit from this particular resource and really make amends of winning this particular game. So for sure, I think the Black Stars, the game is open, the group is open. The Black Stars will need to win all matches in order to ensure that they qualify to the World Cup in Russia 2018.
Okay,
so
thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I just got a police officer. Well, they've deployed how many police officers? As many as 450. Well, the man is even scared to speak. He's telling that she speak to the PRO. They've deployed as many as 450 police officers for this afternoon's game. So security will be very, very tight here. But bro, I think I have to add this one too. You know, it's mandatory for every away team to train at the match venue before matches. And yesterday, Congo couldn't arrive to train here. It was the Black Stars that trained during the match time. Normally what happens is that you have to train the exact time that the game will be played the following day. And yesterday, Congo could not make it to the Baba Stadium to train. When I inquired about the team, I was told that they arrived in Accra. That was yesterday, Thursday, in the morning, and that they were finding their way to Kumasi. So I should think that by now they are in Kumasi and probably will have a little shake-up ahead of the game. But I haven't set my eyes on the Congolese team since I got here in Kumasi. And yesterday I was told by officials that they just they got into Accra. That was on Thursday, tomorrow. And hopefully maybe at this time as I speak to you, I should think that they are here in Kumasi. But I don't know whether they will have the opportunity to train at the Baba Stadium before the game. The game is happening today. And yesterday I left the stadium around 7 o'clock. When I was leaving, they were not here. So I'm not sure if they'll have the opportunity to train at the Baba Stadium before the game. And that I'm not sure they can blame Ghana, because what happens is you always have to get there on time and have the opportunity to train a day before the game, and you train at the match kickoff time. And the kickoff today is at exactly 3:30 here in Ghana. So 3:30 at the Baba Stadium, the Black Stars will continue their qualification that's towards the World Cup, and we'll pray and hope that they will win against Congo. So, Ro, if you say a prayer and the viewers out there, you just have to say one for the Black Stars going into this afternoon's game. Coach Akwesi Appiah is expected to, name the very strong starting lineup, but if I should go by what I saw yesterday in terms of their training, then Richard Ofori, who now has moved from Maritzburg, he used to be a goalkeeper of Wow Stars, will definitely be in post. Harrison Affle, we understand, is not fit. So if Harrison will not make it, then Atama Lawe, who plays his club football in Turkey, will be at right back. Then we'll have Lumo Agbenyono joined the team yesterday. So based on that, Jeffrey Schlupp, who is with Crystal Palace, will start at left back. They will have the central defensive pair of Jonathan Mensah as well as Daniel Amati. Andrea Yu obviously will start this afternoon's game. Then we'll have Christian Achu. There is also Edwin Jesse, who is a new.
Okay.
The frontages or the forecourt of the Babanyara Stadium in the Ashanti Regional Capital, Kumasi. Remember, the Babanyara Stadium is the venue where we're going to have the match between the Black Stars of Ghana and then their Congolese counterparts. And then on Tuesday, the Black Stars would have to travel to Congo and make sure that they honor that match. That will be in Brazzaville. We wish them well. I know that Benedict was talking like a fan and also as a journalist who wants to go to Russia. So we'll see how that goes. Benedict, I'm sure you're back. Benedict,
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I was telling viewers that you're talking like a fan and a journalist who wants to travel to Russia by all means. But I just wanted us to touch on the issue of the Congolese not able to train. So what does it mean? It means that they can just go ahead without blaming us. Does it perhaps recuse us of any blame at all?
Well, Roland, Ghana will not take any blame for the Congolese not being able to train at the stadium yesterday, because what happens is you always have to arrive in a country on time to train. I remember the last World Cup qualifier, Zambia got into the country very, very late, so they did not have the opportunity to train. When they came, they wanted the stadium to be open for them to train, but they were told that, no, you can't. Per the regulations and the rules, you're supposed to train the match kickoff time the previous day. But when Zambia got in, they got in very late and they wanted the stadium to be open. So what they did was, you see where I'm standing, if you make your way into the stadium, there is a place that, you can just do some little shake-up. That was where Zambia did. But this Congolese team failed to arrive on time. They arrived in Accra on Thursday. So even if they had arrived in Accra on Thursday and had made their way to the Kumasi before 3, I'm sure they would have allowed them to train. But since they didn't come and the stadium was open, officials, National Sports Authority officials were here waiting for them, as well as journalists were all here at the stadium waiting for them to turn up to train. They didn't come. So I presume that they got here late and the venue will not be open to them to train on the match day. It doesn't happen anywhere. It's not done anywhere. So probably maybe wherever they are at their hotel, they can do a little shake-up and they'll just come and play the game this afternoon. And they can't blame anyone for that.
Well, we'll see how that goes with that. But once the support is behind the Black Stars, we wish them well. And then we wish you well, too, in your journey of reporting the activities of the Black Stars and also the match. And prior to that, we'll have some fans activity. Please do enjoy your day. And we know that the match will be at 3 p.m. And we will try and link up with you before.
Yeah, it's starting at 3:30.
All right. Please enjoy the morning. But let's go on to the Facebook page and try and see whether we'll get some comments from you. So we'll go up. When you scroll up, okay. So you have Noel Abba Jabe says, it's true that Achu is no more part of the Black Stars. Discrimination they work for is not true. Wrong one. Kweku Ado says, for the record, Achu is from Ada in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. There's so many similar names. Okay, this one is ethnocentric. Please, can we go up? Okay. They shouldn't spoil this Salah for me. Hope they win 2-1. Al Hassan Ibrahim seems to be saying. Holison, and these questions like this bring bad luck to the team. We rush too much. Okay. And Enoch Asamwahin, of course, like me, is also not behind the Black Stars. Says Ghana 1, Congo 3. And then we have Ghana will concede 2 red cards, one in the 67th minute and one in the 81st minute. Hey, Ghana people. Eben. Either we will win or lose. It's in the hands of them. It's true. They will take their dollars. Movim Stars. Okay. So we have the phone lines. And please make sure you note these numbers. 030-2211-691 or 030-2211-691 or 020 or 030-2211-692. Okay, so those are the numbers. We have 2 numbers. 030-2211-691 or 030-2211-692. So please make sure that you call us. Unfortunately, we can't get them on the screens for you this morning. But again, let me just announce the numbers. 030-2211-691 or 030-2211-692. And so we want you to call through. And then what do you think about the chances of the Black Stars against their Congolese counterparts? We have Amwa Samson. Ghana 1, Congo 1. We are not ready for any disgrace again. Foster Jidepo Tagba says, goalless draw. Only God knows. Richard Safo says, I wish them good luck. So those are the comments we have. So we have from Pusiga, Charles. Charles, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Barka de Salah.
Barka de Salah.
Oh, you have to say Barka Kade. Yeah, you're not a good Ghanaian at all. And
how is the Black Stars good luck? And I know Ghanaians play yesterday that Egypt lose, and definitely it happened. So I expect that my darling club, the national team, patriotic citizen of Ghana, we are defending them very well. We support them. We come out with our numbers. We cheer them up and wait for a win. Get one and win. 1-0 is a win. 2-0 is a win, 3-0 is a win, and what matters is the 3 points, so that we can qualify for Russia 2018. Kudos to the Black Stars and my darling club Real Madrid for their massive performance last season. I hope they repeat it this season. Very much.
Well, that's Charles, a Real Madrid fan, but also likes the Black Stars very much. He was calling from Pusiga. We have from Inchi, Raymond. Raymond, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And what do you make of the chances of the Black Stars knowing that we have only 1 point in a group of 4, in which now we have the Cranes of Uganda leading, the Pharaohs placing second with some 6 points, even though we have a match against the Egyptians, but we have a last match, that is if we're able to win today, and Tuesday's match against the Cranes of Uganda as a last match as well.
Oh, thank you very much. It's going to be a tough match, a very crucial match for Ghanaians today. And they must take any little chance that they have today. Because if they lose this match, it's going to be a very tough match. There's no way they're going to qualify again. So what I'm going to tell the Ghanaian players today is every little chance that they get, they must make sure they win this match today. If not, we don't have any chance to play for the 2018 World Cup. Thank you.
Well, so thank you very much, Raymond. And from Bolga, we have Michael Ayarega. Good morning to you, Michael.
Good morning.
The chances of the Black Stars knowing that we're in a very perilous situation as far as the groups are concerned. We only have 1 point after playing.
Today I've become a Ugandan.
Why? You want?
I want Uganda to also qualify for the first time now.
I see.
So I'm wishing that they should beat the Black Stars necessary and superiorly.
They should do what?
The Congolese should beat Black Stars necessary and superiorly.
Why is that?
Because I don't see the reason why third match we still have 1 point and we expect to beat all the others 4 consecutive times before we are able to go to the World Cup. No, we have to lose this one so that we will just not have a chance of qualifying, so that Uganda will also get a chance to qualify and go. Because if Ghana should qualify, Uganda cannot get a chance.
All right. I want to know why is that we seem to have a lot more pessimism. People are very pessimistic towards the Black Stars.
Frankly speaking, I'm not a pessimist because for me, I'm always an optimist. But this time, I've been made to think this way because the fact that we didn't perform well in our very first match gave us a signal that we were not ready to go to Russia.
I see. Well, thank you very much. Your views are also welcome. Michael Ayariga from Bolga, and thanks for that call. We appreciate it so much. And Vincent is calling us from Atimpoku. Vincent, how are you?
I am blessed and highly favored.
I'm good. Samabolo this morning for you.
Yeah.
What do you make of the chances of the Black Stars?
Roland,
Senior.
to be frank with you, Ghana without the World Cup this time is like Africa without World Cup. So whatever, we will go to the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? We are going to beat them in Kumasi 2-0. The next match, we are going to beat them. But Egypt, we are going to draw with them. I don't know whether it's 1-1 or 0-0. So let your guys do the analysis and see whether when we play draw with Egypt, whether we will qualify or not. But these two matches, we are going to win.
Well, if we draw with Egypt, it doesn't make our chances very good, right?
Then that is the two matches we are going to win. But Egypt and Ghana, the last match, we are going to play draw.
Uganda. Oh, then we have no chance of qualifying then. Because we just have a point. Uganda has 7 points. They are leading the group. Egypt has 6 points. Of course, the Cranes of Uganda will travel to Alexandria on Tuesday and go and play Egypt. That's the predicament that we find ourselves.
And then let us pray so that one of them will lose before our last match.
Well, let's see how it goes. And thank you very much, Vincent. And Vincent is calling us from Atimpoku. And from Bolga, again, we have John. Good morning to you, John.
Good morning.
Well, the observation for many of you fans is that Ghana is not in a very good position in the group. And so we'll have things very tough. You also think so?
No, I think that those who are saying that Ghana have no chance, they are dreaming. Whether they have ever gone for World Cup or not, that is not our key. I know we are going to score them 2-0 because we need to bring the cup. So whatever that is, Ghana is going to win. I have trust for our players that they will make it.
Well, thank you very much, John. An optimistic Black Stars fan, John from Bolga. Razak is calling us from Sunyani. Barka de Sallah, Razak.
Barka de. And I wish all Muslims, Barka Sallah, good morning.
You have some people.
All Ghanaians, good morning this morning.
Thank you. And the chances of the Black Stars, they are playing their counterparts from Congo today in the Babanyara Stadium this afternoon. The match is at 3:30.
For me, I pray and I prefer that Ghana should qualify for this World Cup. Because all Ghanaians are, even Ghanaians are not happy. But they should make Ghana happy to qualify for this World Cup. So all Ghanaians should pray that Ghana will qualify from this. Ghana will win this match and win another match so that we can win all matches. Let me say we should win all matches and qualify for the World Cup. So it will be well for Ghana.
Well,
Ghana without World Cup is like Ghana without Africa.
Well, it's only recently we started going to the World Cup. Our first one was just 2006. Anyway, yeah. Thank you very much, Razak. And Bugri is calling us from Bekum. Good morning to you, Bugri. Barka de Sallah. And what are your predictions for the match that the Black Stars will be playing against their Congolese counterparts? Bugri?
Baraka de.
Baraka Kade. And please, what do you think about the chances of the Black Stars?
I want Baraka to win by 3 goals to 0. And I hope them well.
And how are you spending your holiday too?
Hello?
How are you spending your holiday?
Yeah, everything is cool here in Bekum. And Bekum are also willing to
Well, thank you very much. From Bekum, we had Bugri, but we have to go to Esipong, where Gando is calling us from. Good morning to you, Gando. We know that there's a stadium at Esipong, has witnessed a couple of matches, but the Black Stars are in a pretty bad shape as far as the group standings are concerned. But they are optimistic that they can do well by winning the rest of their matches and hoping that the other top two teams tend to fluff somehow. What do you make of this?
Okay, for your information, there will be no match. The local Blasters will not play any match in Second D. All the matches have been shifted. One will be played at Cape Coast and the other at Elvina, because we are told there's a leakage there. But back to the Blasters issue. Hello, back to the Blaster issue. I'm praying that my darling Blasters win by 4-0, and then the return leg in Congo to win by 1 goal.
No, we're not qualifying.
No. What I'm saying, we win by 4 goals here, and then you go for the return match. We beat Congo by 1 goal.
Okay.
You see my calculation?
Yes,
and
I see.
From there, you go to Uganda and then beat them too. And then the last match against, Egypt, you win handsomely at home and then qualify.
Well,
all the best quiz out here too.
Well, we'll see how it goes with us, and we know that.
Thank you.
Everybody is wishing the Black Stars well, so that is why we have another call also from Brekum, Alex, and Alex. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you spending your holiday today?
Very fine.
Very fine, huh? Okay. Barka de Salah.
I'm not a Muslim. I can't respond to you, okay?
Well, what do you make of the chances of the Black Stars against their Congolese counterparts this afternoon?
So, I'm a Nigerian. I'm in Ghana here.
That's okay.
But we play our own match yesterday. Because our player is that let Uganda win Egypt so that we will have the chance to qualify. So, in this World Cup, if there is no Nigeria, no Ghana there. So, there's no World Cup of Africa.
Fantastic.
So, I play that Ghana today, we win by 5 goals to 0 against Congo. And they have the chance to qualify for World Cup 2018. Okay,
what about your home country team, the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
The Super Eagles, despite, last 2 months we lost to South Africa based on our prayer squad. But I know that today, against Cameroon, they're going to beat us 2-0 to 0.
Okay, we want to see all the top footballing guns of Africa in Russia 2018. So we'll see how that goes for the two teams. Kofi Abuaje is calling us from Kofodia, and it's the Eastern Regional Capital. And how is Kofodia looking like this morning, Kofi?
Well, yeah, Kofodia is looking very, very good, my brother.
How are you spending your holiday too?
Well, we are on. Everything is great.
Okay, we thank God. And so, your predictions?
Well, I'm expecting the Black Stars to win. I'm not, expecting any huge scoreline. All I want is a 3 points, and once that is done, I'm okay with it. I'm not actually expecting any huge scoreline.
Okay, thank you very much, Kofi Abuaje. Right. Kofi Abuaje is calling us from Kofodia, and from Sunyani we have Noah. Good morning to you, Noah.
Good morning, Ronald.
Baraka di Salah. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Well, not too far, just about 2 hours or a 2-hour drive from you. We have the Black Stars going to play against their Congolese counterparts. What do you make of their chances?
Ronald, today my only prayer is that the Black Stars cannot afford to disappoint Ghanaians. We are wishing them the best of luck, and I'm predicting that Ghana should win by 2-0 so that they can put our hope on high, God willing.
Well, aren't you worried that now we've been just calculating the steps that we need to take to make sure we win? Because ultimately we had everything in our hands, and now it's almost slipped.
Yeah, I am worried, but we can make do with this if we can put our hope high, so that it's good. They say it's better late than never. If they can, around this time, win, so that we can still do the calculation, and God willing, if they are able to get us there, I think we'll be grateful.
Well, great optimism there, and that's Noah from Sunyani. And we have Bob from Takrade Tadi. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Roland. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. And how are you spending your holiday?
Oh, not bad. I'm just praying that the Black Stars will make the holiday a memorable one for us.
Well, that match will be at 3:30 though. But
yeah, my problem is I don't want to blame Coach Kusapia whether he wins or he loses our qualification, because look at the time interval that players are supposed to be invited for official games for like this. The FIFA has given us 2 weeks. A match that we are playing today, players started coming Monday and then Tuesday, and then we train for just within about 2 days, and then we expect a Coach Kusapia to perform miracle. He will do his best, but probably I'm seeing from afar that Ghanaians, we have our local boys who were also here training all along. You can pick some of them, add them to the foreign-based ones, and then see how best they will perform than to keep these players for only 2 days and then expect to Kusapia to perform a miracle to the World Cup. If he fails, it doesn't mean he's not the best coach. He's a good coach. He needs time. Thank you very much.
Well, Bob, it's a good thing you mentioned that, though, but we're not in this alone. I'm sure it applies to many other top teams in Africa, because if you have good players, I think the trend now is that they go to play in the best leagues to get the best experiences, because ultimately that tends to reflect on the local leagues. So you do have a point, but at the same time, you don't seem to have a point. We're not alone in this. Okay, and we know that the people of Cape Coast, they are celebrating their Fashe, as the Uguafe to Fashe is taking place, started from yesterday. It will be climaxing from tomorrow, and then there will be activities on Sunday as well. Francis is calling us from Cape Coast. Where in Cape Coast are you calling us from, Francis? Hello, Francis?
Hello?
Yeah, Francis?
Hello?
Yeah, Francis?
Hello?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, please lower the volume of your sets or your decoder. I think that'll be great.
Hello?
Okay. Can we get to Isaac from Achim Daso? I hope I pronounced the name well, all right. Good morning to you, Isaac.
Hello.
Good morning to you, Isaac. Achim.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I want you to lower the volume of your sets, okay, so that we talk on your phone. I think you'll hear me better.
Okay. I wish Ghana Black Stars to win the match and the today match, so that it can make our morale to go high, so that we can win the continue